What's going on, you guys? I have a solution. I have the almighty solution. Pop out the chat. Probably nobody's going to come back. We are back, and we'll see how bad we can screw this up. So, oh, good heavens. Anyways, we are off and running on the Virginia QSO party. What's up, Alexander? I have a solution to thinning hair. I went and raided my daughter's closet. So I think this, maybe if I take a lighter or a torch and I set it on fire, it'll probably suit me better. Alexander, man, let's give this another go. So, life hacks. We'll do the life hacks. Snooze, you lose. Saturday, 21st. Sorry, a little close. 21st. Teach your newborn a few ASL signs, American Sign Language. They'll pick up on these much sooner than they are able to communicate using spoken language. That's 100% true. My daughter is Down syndrome and autistic. And, oh, yeah. That's 100% true. I didn't do the, hold on a second. I didn't do the, now I know how chicks with long hair feel. Let's see. The daily extra, spring equinox. The equinoxes occur when the length of day and night are almost equal. The spring equinox in the northern hemisphere in 2020 occurs today. Is this right? No. That was yesterday. What did I do with the other one? I don't know. I ain't going to look for it. Boy, I wish I had the body like Madonna. So, Calvin, man. Got to get on the Zello. There we go. Now I can cope with this. So, yep, Virginia QSO party off and running. So let me get things going. Glenn, what's up, dog? And you guys just make yourselves at home, man. I'm going to see. I am hot, aren't I? Yep. See, that's what I was saying, Billy, a minute ago. I got the solution to thinning hair. Remember I was talking about that? Here you go, baby. Goldie Hawn. They're all hot, aren't they? I got a funny story for you. And then we'll be off and running on the Virginia QP. When I was in college, I was coming back from the weight room one night, and I was with this guy named Dan. And we're walking up the stairs to the dorm. And he says to me, he says, if all the girls in the school had legs like yours, they'd all be knocked up. Yeah. I never forgot that, and that was 1983. Never forget that. I remember right when he said it, and I was so offended at the time, and then I thought, hey, if I ever decided to go for a sex change, man, I'm golden. So there you go. Woohoo! Disturbing on so many levels. Here we go. Or a good night, right, Billy? Depends on how you look at that. I have to load. The other. You know what? I probably don't have to load that. I'm going to just go with this. So let me get things off and running.
AFP, okay. You're number 38 in DeBath County, Virginia. QSO? Okay, 38. What's the three-letter code for that one? It's Bravo Alpha Tango, BAT. QSO?
I messed up my one of my cameras. I'm telling you, you guys, I am a flippin' disaster here.
Okay, gotcha. Good luck in the contest. Thanks for coming.
That's frightening. Oh yeah, it looks good from the back. I tried to brush it, but I even put detangler spray in it, and it didn't work. Amen, Tim. I don't know what just happened. Oh, it's because I switched the band. I may not be able to run. Crap, I may not be able to run. This just keeps getting better and better, man. Well, we'll park it here and see what happens, but my band just changed. So I don't know what that's all about.
Right over the river into Illinois from St. Louis. Awesome signal down here, by the way. And I was been listening. And thanks for the exchange, 73. Okay, awesome, great. QSL, thanks. QRZ. It's Whiskey 4 Golf Oscar Stroke Mobile. Whiskey 9 Ocean Alpha 216-216 Romeo Oscar X-Ray QSL.
Oh, something's working, Calvin.
Thanks so much. QRZ.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike 217 Romeo Oscar X-Ray QSL.
QSL Romeo Oscar X-Ray. Please copy number 1, Victor Tango, Vermont.
Excellent. My first Vermont. Thank you. QRZ. What's your phone? It's Whiskey 4 Golf Oscar Stroke Mobile.
Not many people on.
I heard a Romeo Sierra. Did I hear a Romeo? Was it K5RS? I don't know if anything else moves in nearby on frequency or what have you. So I appreciate you checking in there, Jim. And I'm not sure if you're familiar, but anybody else not familiar with the net, we will be back tomorrow at 8:15 Eastern Standard. CQ, Virginia. Norway 4, Radio Alpha. CQ, Virginia. Norway 4, Radio Alpha.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Kilo 1, Golf Mike, number 71 in West Virginia, Whiskey Victor.
Oh, okay. West Virginia. I didn't. You're out of state. You're out of Virginia, looking for Virginia stations only, right?
Yeah, that's right. Not too many around. You hearing any?
There's only one I heard above you, and I'm looking at the. I just started to make my pass down through, so not many from what I'm seeing. Over.
Yeah. Well, I'm not having much luck here calling CQ, so good luck to you. Thanks for calling. Have a nice day.
You too. 7-3.
Yeah, QRZ. CQ Virginia.
Fellas, I would appreciate calling out the call signs one time phonetically and space them out if you can. November Juliet 2 uniform Sierra.
Nobody wants to talk to me.
Okay, wow, I heard a lot of familiar voices. KD1KE, 8 Romeo Fox India, and KC0CC. Joe, hey, you doing? Great to hear you in there. Who were the others?
Okay, that's nothing. Man, nobody.
out there.
It's a little early because all the nets are still running, you know.
Call now.
Joe, I hear you, but I'm sure it's not good enough for a long QSO.
November Alpha 3 Hotel.
I can't even hear that.
But those people, that organization's probably not Michigan.
Wonder if Brian's on. I'll sit and rag chew, man.
Alpha Charlie 6 Zulu Mike.
All right, I have Whiskey 9 Oscar Alpha. Zero Alpha. Thank you for holding, sir. Please copy 1-4 Whiskey Italy X-ray. Whiskey Italy X-ray. QSL?
QSO, you're by number 13 in Illinois, India Lima.
Roger that. I have Illinois 7-3. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye. Whiskey 0 Zulu Quebec.
I have Whiskey 0 Juliet Quebec. Is that correct?
Oh, no.
Whiskey 0 Zan.
I got it right here.
Okay, I got it now. Whiskey
Ed.
0 Zulu Quebec.
This is for you, Ed.
Please
Life hats. Teach your newborn a few ASL signs. They'll pick up on these much sooner than they are able to communicate using spoken language. I can verify that, as I said before to the guys, that I have a daughter with Down syndrome with autism, and absolutely that is 100% true. She was on the ASL game right away. The spices in my cabinet were so old I had to throw them out. What a waste of time. THYME. That is like a whole bag of cheese right there, isn't it? That is cheese. You know what they say? Cheese is always extra. Always. Yeah, here in my eyes.
Okay, I'm sorry, I doubled with you slightly, but I got November Charlie 4 Oscar, Ohio. Please copy 1-6 Whiskey Italy X-ray, Winchester, Whiskey Italy X-ray, and can I get your exchange, please? Okay, I need your exchange. What serial number and what state, please?
Man, they are like,
Again.
can't believe those guys can't hear each other. You're welcome, Ed.
Okay, no copy. Sorry, thank you for trying. Appreciate it. Maybe come back in a minute and try it again. All right, I'm going to QSY. I got a little bit of QS. Somebody shot right on top of me, so I'm going to QSY. I'm going to move up to about 7245.
Where is he going? 724.
QSL, you're also 5-9 in Illinois, India Lima.
Radio Kilo Charlie, Whiskey 4 Radio Kilo Charlie, Virginia QSO party standing by.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike.
Okay, that's a really nice signal. Kilo 1 Golf Mike, big signal. Please copy 1-6 Whiskey Italy X-ray, Winchester, Whiskey Italy X-ray, QSL.
Okay, I got 16 Whiskey Italy X-ray. Thanks for was it Winchester? Doesn't matter. I got the abbreviation. Please copy number 2, Victor Tango, Vermont. Over.
Roger that. I have number 2 in Vermont.
Roger.
7-3. This is Whiskey 4 Radio Kilo Charlie, Whiskey 4 Radio Kilo Charlie, Virginia QSO party standing by. CQ, Whiskey 4, Radio Kilo Charlie, Whiskey 4, Radio Kilo
5, know where Finley is? I camped in the state park up there.
Good luck and thanks for activating.
To the house, right
So we're hanging in there. I've got to go to VA Wednesday, and I just talked to a friend of mine.
Hello?
Kilo 1, JBD. Did you get my last? Over. 73. Good luck.
Okay, don't know where that...
Which is that Tuesday or Wednesday?
Wednesday, I think. I don't know, but I'll call them.
Virginia QSO Party, this is Kilo, November 4, Yankee Golf Echo, calling CQ, CQ, CQ.
COW.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
I got Whiskey 4, Charlie Oscar.
Oh, way out of tune here. Holy mama.
OW, Delta Oscar Whiskey.
QSL, that is it.
Alright, and what is the serial number?
Yeah, my number 22, number 22 in Washington, WAS, Washington County, Virginia.
Holy crap, this is like watching paint dry.
Alright, I got you
At 20 below zero.
4, Delta Oscar Whiskey at 022 VA, Washington County.
Roger, roger. I need your info.
I am Kilo, November 4, Yankee Golf Echo. You are 020, and I'm in Chesapeake, VA, Chesapeake, Virginia.
Chesapeake, Virginia. Thank you and good luck.
All right, thank you very much. Good luck, 73.
What is wrong?
CQ, Virginia QSO Party. This is Kilo, November 4, Yankee Golf Echo, calling CQ.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
QSO Party. This is Kilo, November 4, Yankee
Oh my
Golf
God.
Echo, calling CQ.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Wow. You can't hear me? Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
CQ.
Wow.
Virginia QSO Party. This is Kilo, November 4, Yankee Golf Echo, calling
We're early.
CQ.
Me, and this is where one of the few times I actually use.
Kilo 4.
Guys got-
Secure the Virginia QSO Party, secure the Virginia QSO Party, kilowatt 4, Oscar, Delta, Quebec, and Fox X-ray, QRZ?
Kilo 4 Yankee Tango. Kilo 4 Yankee Tango.
Kilo Bravo 1, Japan X-ray. We've already worked. Secure the Virginia QSO Party, secure the Virginia QSO Party, kilowatt 4, Oscar, Delta, Quebec, and Fox X-ray, QRZ contest.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Kilo 1?
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Kilo 1, Golf Mike. Nice audio, super good signal. You're number 45 in Fox X-ray.
Thanks for 4-5 Fox X-ray. Please copy number 3. Sorry about that. Number 3, Victor Tango, Vermont. And thank you.
All right, thank you. What are you running for audio there?
I've got CAD 7300 with a GXL 2020, I think it is, by CAD. And Behringer 2 preamp, 30 band EQ, and an Aphex 204, which makes the magic happen. Over.
Right there, you're sounding great. I'm running 1000 MP, Yaesu into Ohio, PR40. So 7-3, thanks for the call.
Hey, 7-3, 20 over up here, by the way. Good luck.
All right, good luck. You won 30 over 9 to the last one. 7-3. Sorry, that's the Virginia QSO Party. Kilowatt 4, Oscar, Delta, Quebec, and Fairfax County. QRZ.
Kilowatt 4 Yankee Tango.
For Yankee Juliet. Victor Echo 3, Papa Yankee Japan. You're number 4646 in Fox X-ray.
Hey, I got 3. I'll tell you what, later today, it's going to be cranking in here.
Virginia QSO
I guarantee it. It's going to be just a madhouse.
Quebec and Fox X.
They can actually, look up all the books and everything.
You got it up and working, everything's good to go, you're on the air. What else can you ask for?
Every day.
Or every other day, they're on the radio calling, are you okay? Nothing to worry about.
Very healthy here. Haven't been around people in days and days. Anyway, that's number 4. Number 5 is going. That means I've been licensed 70.
Okay. Let's work our way back up. 3 stations on the entire 40-meter band. Can you believe that, Smack?
All right. Thank you, Steve. God bless you. Bob, let's get it out to you for a final comment there. And good to hear you.
Roger that. What number are you in exchange? I need your number. All right. There's always a number 1. I got you in the log, sir. Nice signal from you, 273. CQ for VA QSO party, Whiskey 4, Radio Kilo Charlie.
Here, I've worked him. Last pass through 40.
Time to renew, so I called him to renew. And what did he do? He Come on, guys. We got more stations with us. Hopefully, anyway.
Well, I appreciate your service and good job in making it through. And I'm sure you look back on your career as being a very.
That's it, man. Can you believe that? For the entire 40-meter band.
Okay, excellent. Thanks so much. Hope to work with you again. QRZ. November 0, Hotel Juliet Zulu. Okay, something Hotel Lima.
That's insane, man. Virginia's a big state, man. There should be.
Okay, the Echo Hotel Lima again.
Yeah, Alexander, right? I mean, this band should be crushed.
Kilo Alpha 3,
I've got a good
Echo
path to
Hotel
Virginia,
Lima,
man.
244, Sierra Alpha X-ray.
That right there is an example of the 40-meter array. I'm barefoot. I'm not running power. 100 watts on the button. I was 30 over to that guy. That's what I'm talking about. You know, that thing, don't believe all the models. Whatever the models say, throw it in the trash, man. Now it could be this QTH. I have no idea why they just work here, but they are just, I will die. As long as I stay here, if I die here, I will die with that antenna system. And if it comes down, I'll put it right back up again. I will never live without it. Ooh, oh, that's a new one.
Thank you, QRZ.
Maybe not. I thought he said Sierra Alpha X-ray.
QSO party, Whiskey 4 Golf, Oscar, Stroke, Mobile.
No, I already worked him.
Kilo Charlie 9, Alpha Charlie Lima, 247, Sierra Alpha X-ray, QSL.
Oh. He's in a different county already. Jeez.
QSL, thank you, QRZ. Yeah, I hope so, although I think before I hit the next one, I'm going to be switching back to 80 meters, going to QSY to 80 meters before the next one, but I hope to
Nice,
be on
Ed.
40 later on today. QRZ.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike for the new county.
Okay, the Zulu Foxtrot Golf again.
Ed, that is just,
Whiskey 1, 248.
it's just brutal, dude.
Make it 249, correction 249, Sierra Alpha X-ray, QSL. thank you. QRZ. Ending Canada.
Yeah, right.
Whiskey 2 Tokyo, Canada, 250, Sierra Alpha X-Ray, QSL.
He's worked 250 people?
QRZ.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike for the different county.
Okay, very light. Kilo 1 Golf Mike, Roger.
Roger.
Thank you. It's 251 in Sierra Alpha X-Ray, QSL.
QSL, number 4, Victor Tango, Vermont.
Okay, QSL, the number, your state.
Victor Tango, Vermont.
Again.
Victor Tango.
Okay, speak up real loud. Is it Pennsylvania, Roger?
Vermont, heavy QSB. Vermont, over.
Okay, is it Rhode Island, Roger?
Vermont, Victor Tango.
Okay, the number 1, I need your state. Okay, I lost you, sorry.
The band just faded between me and him. Just took a dump.
Kilo Bravo 9, United Whiskey Radio. Thanks for your patience. It's 252, Sierra Alpha X-Ray, QSL.
Man, he just like faded right out to nothing. It's like my friggin' antenna puked, or so, like someone ripped the. I know it didn't, because look at the other singles on the band. Good Lord. Yep, it just swung. He's out in Ohio, so the band just shifted. That's what it does. It shifts from the south and then it goes west. Every day. That's exactly. So Virginia's going to be junk from here at this point on this band. So let's shoot up to 20 meters. Wow, for freaking 20 is slammed. Holy crap. That is insane. Anybody know if there's like a DX contest going on this weekend? Yeti. Who knows? The band may be opened up to Virginia from on this band. You never know. I mean, the bands are crap in this solar cycle, but weird anomalies do happen.
Plane calling CQ20. W4 Yankee India Hotel. W4 YI8 South Florida calling CQ20. Calling CQ20, calling CQ20, calling CQ20.
Oh, Russian DX contest.
Calling CQ20, W4 Yankee India Hotel. W4 Yankee India Hotel.
So Whiskey 3 Alpha Papa.
Yeah, this is all going to be Russian DX. Shoot, I should have been working this event.
Good luck, India 04, Charlie, Oscar Whiskey contest.
Hotel Germany 0 radio contest.
Thank you, Sugar 53, Mike, Mike. Sugar 53, Mike, Mike. Sugar 53, Mike, Mike. Contest.
Okay, well, this is a bus. There's no point in going any further.
Sugar 53, Mike.
I doubt I can hear Virginia on 75 meters. Oh, Tim, that's fantastic, man. That's a haul all the way to the Pacific Northwest. There you go. It's got to be freaking, what, 6,000 miles or more? That's a good trip, man. All right, let's go down. Switch antennas here.
What's my number? Thank you, Sugar 53, Mike, Mike.
That's going to be a stretch. Oh, yeah, there's nobody. Very few stations.
107, Maryland, Mike Delta.
All right there, bud. Good to see you. That was fun last night that was fun the other night on 3.
Yeah, see, that's...
Oh, it certainly was. I enjoyed it, man. It was a lot of guys there. 53?
Yeah, all right there, bud. 7-3.
7-3, thanks.
QRZ Virginia QSO party. Kilowatt 4, Oscar, Delta, Quebec, and Fox X-ray. QRZ?
November 3, Delta, Uniform Echo.
Bravo Charlie, November only.
I doubt he's going to hear me. He is not going to hear me, but I'm going to try it. I can hit Maryland on 75 meters during the day, but the band, of course, D-layer, it is incredibly tight. So that's a real stretch from here. Virginia's like next one down, so... Give that a go.
All right there, 7-3. Thanks for the call. QRZ Virginia QSO party. Kilowatt 4, Oscar, Delta, Quebec, and Fox X-ray.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike.
Delta Charlie only.
He's never going to hear me. He's probably pushing a kilowatt or something.
Kilo Mike 4, Tango Delta Charlie. Thanks for the call.
75. That's too much of a stretch. 75 meters, great, like 300 miles, but beyond that, this time of the day.
Thanks for the new one. QRZ, Kilowatt 4, Oscar, Delta, Quebec.
Kilowatt 1, Gulf, Mike.
Bravo Charlie, November with a question.
Yeah, I've only got him about an S3 at best. All right. Well, it's going to get cranking later, so you guys,
November 3, Delta, Uniform Echo.
God's amp.
Number 63 and Fox X-ray. All right there, 7-3. Thanks for the call. QRZ Virginia QSO party. Kilowatt 4, Oscar.
All right, you guys. That's pretty much, I'm screwed. It's going to be cranking later. What time is it? It's 12:35 here, Eastern Standard, 16:36. So I would say, oh yeah. Let's see, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30. So 3 hours from now, I guarantee you it is rocking. So I'll be back later. You guys go get some stuff done, and we'll catch up with you later. And I'll go brush my hair. How's that? So, thanks for stopping by. We'll be back. There's a couple things I want to do anyways. I gotta take care. I need to put together a jumper system. And I may have to build a couple jumpers, so this will give me a chance. We'll catch you later. Have fun. Oh, I meant to tell you guys. Jeez, I have to say this. Dang it. I just can't remember. What I'm doing is every day I'm live streaming now, but I'm doing it on Facebook, as some of you probably know. So get on, if you have Facebook, get on Facebook, find the K1GMM live stream supplement group, and I will authorize you. Send a request to join. I will authorize it. And pretty much every day, off and on throughout the day, whenever I'm in the shack, I'm just running a stream, sending it straight to Facebook. It doesn't save or anything, but I figure, in these rough times, it's kind of a nice idea to kind of generate a little cohesiveness with the group and our fellow hams, stuff like that. You can get in there and chat. I've been doing a ton of rag chewing during the day. And actually, the goons are up on, right now. They're up on 3969.
Yeah, I don't know if the bands are going wobbly or not there, but you kind of a little bit of fading in and out there. So bands.
Here's Rob. This is the Old Coots.
The thing in the past there when summertime comes, but last night I was on 75 there. I think until 12 o'clock last night on AM, and the bands were holding up till then.
The antenna is so bizarre.
Yeah, I'm actually seeing family together here, up and down the streets there, and fathers with their sons probably for the first time in a long time. But I'm right on the Westchester, New York line here, and it was my kid came and so.
I'm gonna jump in and say hello to Rob. What the heck? This is the Old Coots, man. You'll find me hanging out here down on 3615 lately. Fun crew.
Being very close there, and I'm like, I guess the people didn't read the news.
You guys feel free to bail out, man.
I guess not.
I'll just I'll say hello to Rob quick and.
I'm not going to go. I'm down here in the shack all the time, so, but, I was watching some old-time movies today. Part of I don't know if you remember the Bowery Boys, the East Side gangs there way back there, Satch and Flip and all the guys. Do you remember any of those old-time shows?
I've seen them before, yeah.
Hello, did I lose you?
I don't know. I'm going to back out here and make sure I got everything right. And I'll jump back on in a bit. Thanks for the comeback. 73s, I'll talk to you in a bit. KC1, LXH.
Yeah, the bands are going up and down, Brandon. Okay, 73s, take care. We'll talk to you a little bit later. We may be here, we may not. We got to see what's going on in the upstairs, or the doggies want to go back out again. And where you left?
Alf, what's going on? Rob, K1GMM.
We were just talking about you.
Oh, good heavens. Nothing good, I hope, because if it is, it's a lie. Yeah, man, what's going on? We're past morning. Yeah, I was just fussing around with a Virginia QSO party. There's like 3 stations on the entire 40-meter band. I'm like, where the heck? And then it's like someone ripped the plug out of the wall, dude. Band just went all wonky. And what was like a 10 to 20 over is now an S3. Just bizarre stuff. Over.
Yeah, Brandon was just on just a minute ago there, and he was doing good, like 400 watts, and then he took a dive there, and it came back up and down there. So his bands are getting funky. Yeah, I was down on about your discussion here of what was going on with your equipment and radio and stuff. I said, yeah, we've spoken in the past before about OBS, the streaming and stuff like that, and basically we're doing the same thing. Actually, we're on the Alf's house right now streaming. Are you on my Facebook page? I don't remember if I have you in there.
I don't know, Rob. I don't know. I'm actually pushing a stream to YouTube right now for the Virginia QSO party, and I just told the guys I'm bailing out, but I saw the signal up here. I can hear guys in Virginia, believe it or not, but they're not going to hear me on 100 watts. They're an S3 at best, and they're probably pushing power, so that's a little bit of a stretch from here. I don't think so, Rob. Is your Facebook page under your call sign or name? How do I find it?
You're gonna probably find it under my name. It'll be Rob, Steve. And if you look at it, you'll see a thin blue line symbol on there. So because there's a couple of people that have the same name as I have.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because I want to watch. I was thinking about that because you do that. Do you do that every single time you're in here, or is it just off the cuff?
Most of the time. Are you on the Old Coots?
I don't know. I don't think so. I couldn't find it. I looked for it the other day. I can't even find it.
You're not going to find it because it's a private group. It's set up that way purposely there. So a lot of people said that. Oh, I can't find it and stuff. So you actually have to become a Facebook member with an individual of the group or administrator. And I'm trying to see which one is yours here. If I see you're not in Idaho, so I'm trying to find out what one I can find that looks like yours. What does your Facebook page look like?
You're not going to find it. You're going to find me. I have a fictitious name. I'm not a big fan of Facebook. I got major league hacked. My account got hacked about 2 years ago. So I literally gutted it, and it's a fictitious name now. But the K1GMM live stream group, you'll see me in there under Charlie Fizzfaz. Over.
In Facebook or YouTube?
No, Facebook. I have a live, if you type in K1GMM live stream supplement in a group, as a group, it'll pop up there. It's a supplement to the live streams. I'm looking for you right now, but I'm not sure how to spell your last name. I suppose I can look it up.
All right, K1GMM Ham Radio Group live stream supplement. Is that correct?
That's the one.
What's so funny? All right, I didn't know you played drums.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, I was into percussion there. I got my old set still upstairs, so create a group there. So like a join group. I'm not joining too many groups now. I'm overwhelmed with the stuff there, but we probably end up getting. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a way. Well, like I said, if you look up my name and just Rob, my last name, you'll see a blue symbol of the thin blue, support the thin blue line. That's me.
Okay, I'm going to look. Boy, there's some AM guys with your last name. A lot of AM stuff with a blue line. Geez, there's... yeah, you're not in Danbury, I don't think. You're not in Danbury, right? I'm probably looking right at it, but I don't know what I'm looking at. AM Classic. No. Huh. What the heck? Boy, this must be all like W1AW stuff. I don't know if you've seen this on Facebook, but it's all like AM. There's a bunch of stuff in your repeat stuff.
I have another one there. I think the Breakfast Club, there's another one. I have a few private groups there. I'll send you some emails later on there so you can try to link up there. But Al and the guys, the Old Coots on this frequency, have a private group page too.
Yeah. It's no bother, Rob. I mean, it would be nice to catch the stream once in a while. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times I'm down here and I'm just listening. I'm not in the mood to talk, so I'll just listen. And this is a pretty active frequency, and I know you guys. Well, I know a lot of you. And so I'll just end up parking it here, But it'd be nice to, I dig the stream stuff. I really do. I'm always looking for, if I'm over on the workbench or something, just to be able to click on a stream or something like that and kind of watch it out of the corner of my eye. And I like it. It's cool.
Yeah, and when you left. I've seen your streams before. I've come across them, and I think we talked back and forth at the time when you were streaming. Yeah, I haven't got into a Facebook, YouTube there, and a couple of people say that. But I don't know. When you go live YouTube, do people, is there a notification that you're on?
Yes. On YouTube, you go to your live dashboard, it's called, and you can upload a thumbnail or whatever, or a picture, which will appear before the stream starts. And then below it, you'll have the time when you want to launch it. And you'll also be able to set, I think it may be in advanced. Yes, it is in advanced options. There's a little tab there, or hyperlink for advanced options. You can set it what the time is to notify people. So if you want to notify people 1 hour in advance or notify them when it goes live, you can also choose not to save it. You can choose DVR, you can set it up so it just streams and then dumps at the end and it doesn't save. You can pretty much do anything you want with it. Over.
Yeah, okay. What about playing a music clip from somebody that do you get knocked off for that for copyrights?
No, they'll 99.9999% of the time you will never have a strike put against your channel, but it will pick it up, and it could be a very short clip. I don't know how those algorithms are written, but it doesn't take much of a clip to get picked up. It'll pick it up, but see, it doesn't. I don't care because I do that once in a while. I'm not monetized, so I don't give a crap. So what? I just get notified that there was a copyright claim, and it's no big deal. I've never had a strike on anything I've ever put up there.
Yeah, I know. I've gotten muted from Facebook. That partial of it won't be streamed or the music heard as a short clip, because a lot of times I would start off a Facebook page or Al's House or whatever. I would start off with Chrissy Hines, My City Is Gone, basically from Rush Limbaugh's show there, which was always my favorite. And I would start it off with that, and then towards at the end of the streaming, one of the things there when I'm going off there, saying goodbye, that Porky Pig, that's all, folks, would come across the screen, and then the last one say happy trails, and on there, see you on the radio, which was from what's called the morning show Sunday morning on Channel 2. I forget the guy that used to host that's retired now, and saying that, and then playing what's called Roy Rogers and Dale Evans' Happy Trail song as it went off, and then other screenshots would go, the test patterns here, and then I would shut down. So I think Rob W1AEX says, don't play any more than 30 seconds, and I've done that sometimes and haven't got. I have to set my audio stuff up, and it's not being played on the radio. I have to set up my audio clips there. I have to get my good friend Clark from Radio Broadcasting. We're going to do some stuff there. I got a unit there for that plays that. You just click it just like in the radio station does, and it'll play the clip there. So, but yeah, I've gotten knocked on Facebook for certain lengths of times or certain type of things there. So yeah, I'll have to look into that more. But yeah, we'll have to see if we can get you on under Facebook on your fictitious there and stuff like that. And you just stay within the Al's house or the Old Coots or whatever group that I welcome you in. And a lot of people like it because you can listen to what you sound like or look at your signal or recap on what happened in that day in Al's house. And it's a lot of fun. Al likes me streaming because, it's handy for a lot of other people and fun there. So, but I'm streaming on Al's house at this time today. And so, yeah, good stuff there in OBS. So a lot of other stuff is coming with OBS, green screen, so I can do some more featuring stuff and adding more things to it, and a couple more cameras because I have a front camera, and then I have a rear camera that shows all the stuff there from a back scene.
He just likes to make people jealous. Hey Al, W1JGM.
Hey, what's going on? Steve, Vermont, K1GMM. Make sure I'm not dribbling. Okay, yeah. Chuck it over your way coming at you. Yeah, Rob. OBS, powerful tool. I don't know if I use Advanced Scene Switcher, it's called. If you don't use that, check it out because what I have it set to do is cycle through all the different scenes I have created every 15 seconds, or you can set it to whatever. I don't know if you use that. That's cool. I pipe the audio I take another output out of the rack gear, and that feeds the audio a line into the computer, and then I grab that in OBS, and I set the mic, my audio to look at that particular device on the sound card. And that's how I get the audio into OBS. And it always runs on the studio microphone, regardless of whether I'm on the headset of the radio or not. And then I pipe the audio from SDR console straight to the stream. So what they hear is what I hear. Let's stick it over the breaking station. How you doing? K1GMM, again, Steve, north of Manchester, Vermont.
Good evening, good afternoon, Steve. W1JGM. Alf, how are you? John over here in New Fairfield. Just tuning around a little bit. Heard you guys in there. But Alf just likes to make everybody jealous, I think. He's got that nice station down there. All that streaming equipment between him and Al, they're always there.
Thank you, John, and good to hear you, and hope everything's good there. Following your post there at the fire department and what's going on up there. So, trying times even with us there. So, yeah, I do it as a public, as you say, public service and stuff like that. And but yeah, so yeah, Steve, yeah, I can do a manual from switching from screen to screen and stuff like that. Actually, who helped me set this up was Mike, K3FEF from the Web SDR out there from Pennsylvania. Mike was very handy with it, so he helped me set that up with the cameras and stuff. And my system there, my AirSpy, is into the computer, the audio system, and that goes into the stereo sound system also. And the camera mics are turned off. And I'm using the microphone that I'm talking to you on now, and so, but yeah. So, yeah, I'll have to look at that YouTube thing there, and you said you sent me something, Steve? Over to you.
Yep. And, John, good to hear you, man. And huge signal, by the way. Massive. I had to lock the threshold down when you came in. Rattling the cage here. Yeah, I found you on Facebook. So I sent you a message, basically, Steve here, K1GMM. So you should get that on Facebook.
I have to check out. I think something just came up. Larry, good morning or good afternoon. Jeez, I haven't gotten into the morning mode yet.
Yeah, good afternoon. Just trying to squeeze in. Been busy all day. Went up to Bethlehem to get the spare tire for the Beetle at his house early this morning, so I got back, did my shopping, grocery shopping and stuff, and I was outside playing, but kind of cold today, but this has been on, and we're in and out. This is NYBA.
Well, very good. So this is your name there? This is your fictitious name there, Steve?
Yep. That's it. That's me. If it's attached to that message, that's it.
Is that German?
That is, believe it or not, that was my father's nickname years and years and years ago. His name was Charles, and that was his nickname. So I was like, you know what? In honor of my dad, I think I'll just go down that road.
All right, let me see if I can send you a Facebook request through that there, and that'd probably be easier for you to find me. So, all right, very good. Yeah, John, good signal down here from up the way there, and Larry, the Beetle Man, the bug there, Herbie, one of my favorite movies there, and also my grandchildren love it. They can watch it over and over and over again there. So I'll send it back to you, Larry, for the updates on the motor vehicle N1ALF.
All righty, November 1, Yankee Bravo Alpha. Well, spare tire and just fussing with it a little bit. I just got to get it registered. We're going to try to do it online somehow, some way. Today when Chrissy comes over, maybe she can do it for me because she knows how to do all that. She knows all that. I don't have any patience for it, but she's a bank manager, so in fact she had to run into work today, even though it's not closed because the computer for the logging was messed up, so she's fixing that as we speak, and then she's supposed to come down here. And for dinner, we're going to have the takeout. But I would like to see if I can do this paperwork, scan it into DMV, and they can send me the plates. But you know how Connecticut is. Back to you.
Yeah, good luck with that in the things that are going on now. Hopefully, a lot of stuff is being performed and done over line there, and within the states and towns there. So we hope, be a little disappointing that, you got that new bug and the weather's getting good and that you want to get it out and put it around town there. So, all right, Steve, I sent you the request there. We'll see if it goes through, and maybe I got something there. So, all right, fine business. John, W1JGM, how's it going?
Oh, very good, Rob. It's, we've been locked out of the firehouse, believe it or not. Emergency calls only. No cleanup, no details, no meetings. Like everything else, we're sitting back and doing our best. As far as work, I work from home, so that hasn't affected me yet. But we'll see what happens. I do have all my guys grounded, unfortunately. They're all in the field service guys. Nobody's traveling. Nobody's going near an airport. But hopefully we can get over this thing fairly quick. But my gut feeling is we're going to be talking about this through summer.
Yeah, a lot of protocols have changed down here with us too. So we hopefully that this will clear up fast and it's participation by everybody, state, government, municipalities, people themselves out there in the public there, because it's a proven case that it does jump, and it's not discriminating, and it's very easy to jump from one person to another, and like I said, it's just that I didn't know it's a new fashion to wash your hands all of a sudden, but I'm not going to go into that. It's just everybody stay safe, try to follow some protocol there, lessons are times outside there with other public people, in masses and stay your distance. All right, Steve, I did send you a friend request there on Al's house. I don't know if you get it there, but if you got it and you accept it there, you'll be able to see what's going on now.
K1GMM, yes. I got, yep, I sent you. Let's see. I have nothing. I have more friend requests from Pat. I guess Pat knows who I am, so I'll go ahead and confirm that. I haven't seen anything as far as the group there, Rob. And yeah, sorry to hear about the firehouse there. That's crazy, isn't it? The stuff that's going on. You're right, though. And Larry, good to hear you, man. Hope all is well with you. Haven't talked to you in a few days. I was going to mention really quick. I did. If you go back, don't bother. But back in my channel, I did a live stream. I used to do. There's quite a few live streams with a green screen, and oh man, I had more fun with that thing. I have it hanging. It's hanging up against the wall on the left side, and it provides some acoustic dampening in this very live room with this insanely hot microphone. And I'm thinking about employing that again. I can tell you, it's tricky. The lighting needs to be very even, very flat to get it to work right, and it's got to be tight. Like if it moves, if there's any breeze in the room or anything like that, and it moves a little bit, you'll see it pixelate. It's tough to get it working right, but once you get it going, man, it is a lot of fun. I did. If you look at my QRZ page, that was done with. That's one of the streams. I did a screen capture from one of the live streams. I did Scuba Steve in the shack, and that was a green screen I had running behind me. Freaking guys loved it, man. They love that thing. I got to get that back. Over.
Yeah, I'm streaming live. Whoever asked her, yeah, Alf's house there. Like I said, I'll go back and forth and stream on the Old Coots there, and depending if I'm on with the AM guys, I have AM Madness also. Then I'll stream for them there. And like with the AM rally that was up at the league this early February, and I streamed for that and a couple other groups that are AMers. I asked permission. Do you want me to stream live there for guys down in the south there in the Georgia area? And I do that. Yes, I know it's difficult. I will probably be using the one that rolls up like a projector screen on the ceiling, so it can be easily put away because of the way the basement is. I'm in the basement here, so. And then the Augie Doggies. Yeah, I understand that the lighting settings and stuff like that have to do that. That's going to be all under hopefully the control of FEF there, Mike, if he's up to doing that. But yeah, what's his name there? Is it Ray does remote ham thing there? That the station that's up there in Maine there, the antenna set up there, and he does a green screen live behind there, fantastic there. I think it's Ray. What is it? Is it something RH there? Is it K1 or N1? It might be K1 RH there, but he does that. He shows up on Facebook anyway. So having fun with it. And who was asking if Alf is live? Anyone else?
W1JGM.
For a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Larry.
Yeah. When you're doing your live streaming, what are you using for the audio? Because the webcam live streaming, the sound is terrible. It's all compressed and wobbly and squirrely. I did a quick one the other day, live streaming this to get some attention on this Coots. But the only other way I can do it is record from the camcorder and then download it in, and the audio is perfect. So just wondering on the audio portion what you're doing. Back to you.
Yeah, and when you left. Yeah, John, it's Alf's house there. That's actually going through the computer, the sound card system, and I'm using console version 3, but OBS is controlling the audio at this time. So the cameras are not being used. It's coming off the system, and because the cameras have microphones in them too, but sometimes they can be a little tricky on there on that. So I'm using my microphone that I'm talking on, not the cameras, Larry.
All right, I'll have to try that with an external mic, because the mic with the camera, it's good, but it doesn't, it's compressed or something with the camera software. Logitech webcam. It's a good camera and all that, but I'll have to experiment. I've just been awfully busy, and, you know, I'm all over the place. November 1, Yankee Bravo Alpha in the group.
Yes, and Steve will probably will also verify it. On OBS there, it has a console there of what you call the equalizer and stuff like that. And you can control, the microphone that I'm using now, or you can turn the camera microphones on. Is that correct, Steve? You're doing the same thing?
Yes. Tons of information, Larry, online as far as getting OBS. It's not, at first it was daunting, but I just settled down and I followed some great tutorials online. And yeah, if you can run the SDR, you can put OBS together. One or two, whatever. There's also, what is it? Reaper. I always use like the Reaper or Reefer. I can't remember. Reefer. Why do I say Reefer? That tells you where my head's at. I think the Reaper plugins, they're superb. They're very good. Grab those, install them, or put them in the plugin directory. I can't remember what I have to do. And that gives you EQs, compressors, all kinds of stuff, limiters. I run like a compressor limiter, just very slight on the audio in OBS, as well, because I have to balance the audio that comes out of the rack. You don't want on OBS, because that's the audio that's going to the 7300. So yeah, I have to do a little tweaking there to get that so it's, not knocking stuff off people's walls and all muddy, and it's just not. It'll just help with that. So yeah, you could do anything. You could take like just a microphone and send the audio from your sound card, bring the audio out of your, out of your SDR, send it to OBS, and take a microphone and just put it on a little desk stand or something right in front of you. And send that to OBS. So you have the microphone for yourself, and then you can just balance it in the software over.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm not running SDR. I don't care about that. I just go on Facebook Live to Old Coots or one of the other groups or all my friends, and I have to use a different source for the audio to go live on Facebook. But I'm not running any SDR, going through all that. The only SDR I'm running is the Sun SDR 2 Pro, completely isolated from the internet, just so I can have the big picture and run this with the software for Rig Expert. Very nice software. I saw the Anon software, and this software is the closest you can get to the Anon software, if you will. But I do not rely internet and radio. Back to you.
Yeah, I don't want to leave. Yep, I know. I hear you. And you've got that dialed in really nice, Larry. That is the best you've sounded. Really, really nice. I should have made a clip of it. I think you'd be really happy. Very smooth. It's not too bright. Not too thin. Nice full audio, man. Sounds good. John, you still in there? Grab it. I don't want to leave him out of the loopy.
That's all, Stary. No problem, Steve. I'm just sitting here doing a couple of things, watching the president on television, working on an off-center fed dipole to put up again, and I was doing a couple other things. But hey, Alf, or Steve, sorry about that, Rob. You don't have any ties to New Fairfield, do you?
No, I do not. Nope. My ex-wife was from, I think, Fairfield County, Reading. I think that's Fairfield County, isn't it in Connecticut? I know that's where she was originally from, Reading.
I ask is, believe it or not, I had a friend, childhood friend, same name, and kind of lost touch. You never know, And as far as social distancing, I think we've got that down pat.
Oh yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. Me too. Yeah, we're under lockdown here, man, and it is creepy. I went through town. I had to go into town to get something last week for my daughter at school, and the school was closed, but they just basically handed me the stuff, and out the door I went. And man, driving through town, I'm telling you, it is so Manchester. It's a resort town. What do they call it? Outlet. It's an outlet, big outlet center, Manchester, Vermont. Everything's closed. And the only cars to be found were probably 20 cars in Shaw's in the supermarket, and that's it.
Yeah, I know it well. I spent 13 years up in Burlington. I lived up there for Monday through Friday, and back here on Saturday and Sunday. My office is in South Burlington.
Oh, you're kidding. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, well, you're familiar. You're familiar with this area then. Let's stick it back to you. I got to take a standby. Pat's working with me. He invited me to the Old Coots, but I do not see the invite. So I don't know what's going on here. Let me see if I can get this sorted. He's listening on SDR, by the way. He's being a creeper like me. Rob, K1GMM.
Yeah, and way left. Well, Larry, I'm using OBS, and basically you're going to be doing the same thing when you're using OBS along with Facebook. I'm using just OBS. I can use just Facebook alone without OBS. You don't have to have. It's just that I can do a lot more, things with the OBS there, Studio, than I can do with Facebook. And I think Facebook, you could do what they call screen sharing. So if you have two screens, so if you got two computers there and you have your SDR, your SDR that's up on your monitor, and your monitor, you're running two monitors off the same computer, you could do what they call screen sharing. So you would share that screen off another screen there and still operate on the computer on your websites there on another screen there. So there's another way. You don't have to have OBS. You just need two monitors, whatever, or doing backgrounds. But when you do a background, now that's going to come back up again. So you can't flip back and forth from pages to pages and stuff and so on and so on. I lost train of thought there. Yeah, well, Steve, I sent it to you. Sometimes it takes a little time, I think. I tried sending you a request to the group again, and it says it already has. So it's lingering somewhere in there, and sometimes it takes a little time there.
Yep, I see it. I think it came in before Pat's did. So I didn't look. I don't use Facebook that often. I don't even know how to work the stupid thing. So are you live streaming right now? I'm looking around here. You're not streaming now, are you, in the group?
Yes, in the group on Alf's house. It should be there.
Oh, Alf's house. Oh, I thought you were talking. That's different than Old Coots, correct? Okay, so Pat sent me an Old Coots invite. So good. You got to hold my hand. Alf's house. Duh. There we go, Junior Johnson. All right. We got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And no holding hands, social distance.
Rob, how do I pick that up?
John, I think you're a member of Al's house, aren't you?
No, Goose.
Yeah, let me see if I can get you here in Al's house. Well, we're friends, so I should be able to get you in there. We're already friends, so let me see if I can locate you, John, here, and we'll get you in there.
W2MUR. Good afternoon. I'm looking, it's afternoon already. Steve, Alf, and John. W2MUR, name is Mike.
All right, good morning, Mike there, and Larry's there. So, who's going to say? Caller ride is running? That can't be. Oh, geez, I'm surprised they're running today. What was I going to say? Yes, Steve. So you look at Al's house, and that's streaming live. John, I just sent you a thing for Al's house to get you in there. I thought I already have you in there. So, anyway, well, let's turn it over to Mike, W2MMUR there, remoting, or, you must be remoting, Mike. Over to you, Mike.
No, I'm at the base right now. So I went out this morning and got some things for my 87-year-old dad, and he was getting a little, I don't think he really understands. I try to explain it to him, the whole immensity of this thing, even though he's Fox News 24/7. You think and he just doesn't think. I guess when you when you were a kid, you think you're indestructible. I guess you feel that way when you get older too. So I don't know, but at least he does. So I told him to stay out of the supermarkets. I went over there in his town, Clinton, New York, and got some stuff for him and brought it over there this morning. It's a gorgeous, beautiful, sunny day here, but it was 71 degrees yesterday. It's 33 degrees today.
Yeah, you can imagine that. Yesterday, was out there laying in the sun. The sun broke through the skies, warmed up everything. And all of a sudden got cold again. I went to take the dogs out at 10 o'clock, and it was like I walked out with a sweatshirt on. I walked into a bombing heat wave outside. It must have been well over 70-some-odd degrees there. So, yeah, definitely a temperature change there. So, anyway, Larry, over to you.
Yeah, November 1, Yankee Bravo Alpha. I don't think I'm in the Alf's house either. I didn't see it for the groups, and also this about the Sun SDR2 Pro. 20 watts into the amp, and I get about 500 watts out on the peaks. But the little radio here and a little power supply switcher, it's like a wall wart with a wire coming in and a wire going out. You've seen those. This thing is just the coolest thing for me. Nothing to run it, and my big radios are sitting there idle high. So I've been having fun with this, and I just turn this little thing on in the mini PC and turn on the amp, and I've been using this since I had it a couple weeks now. November 1, Yankee Bravo Alpha, and I guess you have to get me in the Alf's house.
Yeah, I sent you a request, Larry. It should be coming. It takes a little while.
All righty, and I'm multitasking on there also. Got to see how she's making out. And on YBA.
Hey, I got to run up and grab something to eat. I'm going to fall out of my chair here. You guys behave yourselves. John, Larry, Mikey, good to hear you. And Rob, thanks. And Pat, if you're listening, thanks for getting me going. I got to kill the stream here. It's still running. I think there's only 2 people left watching. So we'll see. We'll see you guys in a bit. I'm going to just leave it right here. K1GMM will be knocking around.
All right, Steve, you're into Al's house, so you can watch what's going on. Larry, I sent you a thing for Al's house. John, thank you for joining. And Steve and Larry should be coming on too. So, all right, we'll send it over. We'll send it over back to hey, John, you pick it up.
Well, thanks, Rob. Yeah, that's pretty cool. See the I gotta lower that because or put the headphones on, one or the other, because that gets confusing between the television, the live stream, the noise in the background. So, but anyhow, I guess I put up a off-center dipole.
All right, anybody watching? Anybody who's left in this madness, see ya.